Back, everybody. So, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 1, Episode 4, named Teacher's Pet. Again, this is another episode that I actually really enjoyed. There's quite a fair bit going on in this, and there is two plots going on which kind of join together. They're not connected in any way, but they kind of join them. They're kind of connected, let me put it like that. So, in this next episode, Buffy, at the beginning of this episode, Buffy is in a science class, and her science teacher, Dr. Gregory, basically questions her on why she didn't do her homework in this lesson in front of everybody. After this lesson, he does give her a damn good talking to, and he is the one teacher in Sunnydale High which believes that she's not a troublemaker and she does have a lot of potential if she puts her mind to it. In that short time, she does develop this kind of strong kind of connection to him because he's one person that actually believes in her, one teacher that actually believes in her in this school, and she basically starts to. You see how much that does affect her in this kind of episode, which I think is a really cool touch. To be fair, because you get that connection, and then not long after that, um, basically he is brutally murdered by an unknown thing, which then leads the way for a support teacher in the form of Natalie French, who is very attractive, and she does grab a lot of male attention when she enters this school, or high school I should say. um Generally I do like this because essentially this is about a giant mantis, praying mantis. This is essentially what this actual episode is all about in the form of Natalie French. So she kind of like transforms into this. She is very seductive, very attractive, and she gives off this pheromone. And she basically she's only interested in mating with all the virgins in there, which is a great little comedic moment towards the end of this episode. But generally, as a whole, this storyline I actually really enjoyed. I think it, it's a little bit corny and cheesy in places, but it's still an enjoyable, entertaining watch. Meanwhile, in this episode, we also get to see the return of Angel, and you get to see a bit more of the love developing between him and Buffy. And it is quite evident as well in there, to be honest with you. But he's mainly there to warn her of a very bad vampire who's got a claw for her hand. Again, this storyline kind of is connected to the Mantis kind of storyline as well, to the point of there is a scene there where Buffy is fighting this vampire, manages to escape because they get interrupted in their fight, and he comes across Natalie French, the teacher, and basically it's the first time you see a vampire be absolutely terrified, which then raises the alarm bells for Buffy, and it's just very good. I like how what they did with this, and how, because essentially the death of Dr. Gregory really kind of affected Buffy quite a lot because he was the one person that actually kind of believed in her, and you get to see that sense of how it affected her and why she was doing this, and then you get to see her do the homework on bugs, and she kind of just wants to get. And obviously there is Xander that is involved in this as well, and there's that kind of little, I want to say love triangle, but it's not. It's Angel loves Buffy, Buffy loves Angel, Xander loves Buffy, but Buffy doesn't love Xander, kind of thing. And you get this, it's that sense of jealousy and all that. And there's a nice little scene in there where he kind of lets his feelings known for her, but not 100%, where she's actually quite confused. Other parts of this movie, realistically, I would say this episode is I would say it was mainly revolved around Xander because of the beginning sequence as well, which is just funny. You know, you get a sense of how much he's got a crush on Buffy and all that kind of stuff. Essentially, this is more, it's around Xander and around Buffy all at the same time, and I like it. I like it a lot. It just, the way they set this out, the way they merged the two storylines. Other things I liked in this, the ending fight scene is essentially they attack it with bug spray and whatever it takes to kind of kill a mantis or a praying mantis, to be honest with you. And it's just, there's quite a few comedic moments in this as well, which I actually do enjoy. I did find myself chuckling in this, but generally as an episode as a whole, yeah, again, it's another entertaining watch. They went into another direction in this episode, and it's just, I love. I don't know what it is about this first season. I think it's just literally because it's fresh, it's new. There are the later seasons are good, I have to admit, but it's the first two seasons for me which really strike, like, that I really really love. It's just because it's still quite fresh and they can go in all sorts of different directions. But once you've gone in these directions, re- they kind of repeat themselves in later episodes. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. It's just that sometimes some of the later episodes just become very repetitive, and I get what they're doing and all that kind of stuff. And the greatest thing about this series is it's only 11 episodes, I believe. It's not 22, so it's. See, I'm always a big fan of shorter series because you can cram in a little bit more and make it a little bit more interesting instead of doing a 22 long episode series where you have to create a storyline that's going to last that long. But as a general, I'm just going off point there of just what I was thinking. But generally, this episode is it's an enjoyable watch. There's all sorts of different things going on in this. All the performances I actually kind of enjoyed, especially Xander's, Buffy's. Giles is in here. Natalie French is the teacher. She's very, like I said, she's very seductive. She gives off this pheromone to attract all the men. It's an interesting way. It's you know you get to see how much power she has over the males in this school. And then we got another subplot line of, obviously, you get to see a bit more of Angel and Buffy's love start to develop. It mainly hits Buffy at the end of this season, at the end of this episode, but it's still good. It's that start of something good, which, if you haven't seen any of the series, I'm not going to try and give anything away because that'll be for reviews later on. So, on that note, please tell me what you think. Put it in the comments down below as normal. Hope you all have a great rest of the day, whatever you're doing. Please take care and goodbye.